sorry, vlog viewers. We did not have a radical change of lifestyle. This is our 90s tribute! So we have for you a top 5 best and worst things of the 1990s. Starting with the best list. At number 5, we have snacks.
We're talking Dunkaroos, Wonder Balls, Ring Pops, those like sticks made of sugar that you licked and dipped into more sugar. What else did we have? Fruit roll-ups. Oh my god.
They were actually like really long. They were like 3 feet.
And people would pretend they were like lizard tongues.
I did.
All the time.
Oh yeah, for sure. Wonder Balls were good. They had a cute, catchy little jingle. Ooh, I wonder, ooh, I wonder what's in a Wonder Ball.
Good stuff.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Dunkaroos. I think I was always one of those people because there was a couple ways to eat them. Like, because obviously the frosting was the best. So you either like ate it all at once or you saved it till the very end. And I was one of those people who would save it and then some bitch would come up and be like, "Can I have one?" And I'm like, "No, I saved the best for last." Love Dunkaroos. Okay, ready?
Yep. At number 4, we have
The game MASH. Super 90s. We're gonna play it right now because we need to relive this. So it's about to get real. So I'm gonna do you first, Sam.
Okay, this is exciting.
Alright. Alright. You wanna explain the rules of MASH?
Alright, so at the top of a piece of paper, you write MASH. And they stand for where you're gonna live when you get older. M is for mansion, A is for apartment, S is for shack, and the H is for just a normal house. Next, you would pick 4 names of potential guys that you're going to marry. So
even though this is the 90s edition, we're gonna keep it a little modern, so.
well, I think I'm just gonna pick people that were popular in the 90s.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Kel from Kenan and Kel. I'm gonna go with that one. Who else was big? Ooh, Justin Timberlake.
I was gonna say that.
I have to have Justin Timberlake. Who else? Aaron Carter. For sure. Oh yeah.
Remember when Jesse McCartney came out after Aaron Carter? And I was one of the big people who was like, he's just a ripoff. I mean, I'm sure Aaron Carter.
No, she actually thought Jesse McCartney was Aaron Carter for the longest time. I was like, no, they're 2 different people. Very different people. Alright, what else do I got?
One more.
I'm gonna go with Will Smith. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air!
Alright,
Mofo!
fair.
Jeez.
Alright.
Alright, then the next one you pick is 4 occupations you could have when you get older. So I want to go with a firewoman, a stripper. We're going to go with that today. That's how today's episode's going to go. I also want to be a shark cage diver. That'll be a good one.
You could be anything in the game of MASH.
You could. This is the American dream right here. Right on this little piece of paper.
Alright, one more.
One more. What else? It's a really, like, out there thing you could do.
Something like.
I want to be Harry Potter when I grow up.
Alright.
We're going to go with that. Alright, then the next is you pick 4 different numbers. And now the original rules of MASH are you don't know what these numbers mean. But we're going to tell you that it's how many kids you're going to have one day. So I'm not going to pick like 20 because that'll give me a saggy cooch and that's not what we're about here.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with 2, 4, 5, and 6.
Alright.
We're going to go with those. And then you pick the states you're going to live in. So 4 states. So I'm going to go with Illinois, Florida, Texas, and Wisconsin. If worst case scenario, I'll end up in Wisconsin. And then you pick your cars, right?
Yep.
So 4 cars. Let's go with a yellow Mustang. We'll go with a pickup truck. I want a Volkswagen Beetle.
It's always my number one.
The old ones, not the new ones. They look kind of weird. I'm gonna go with... You didn't spell Beetle right.
I know.
Tour bus. Being Britney Spears and all.
Alright.
Alright, and you pick a number between 1 and 15?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 11.
11. Making this difficult.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do it while you explain it.
Alright, so now she's counting through. And
No shark cage diver.
Ah, balls! So she's gonna count through, and every 11th thing she's gonna cross off until there's only one thing left in each category.
You're not gonna be a firewoman. So in the future, Sammy is gonna be living in a house with her husband Aaron Carter. Her profession is gonna be Harry Potter, and she's gonna drive a pickup truck. Her and Aaron Carter, or Harry Potter and Aaron Carter, are going to have 4 children, and they will grow up in the state of Wisconsin.
Classy, folks. Classy.
The Game of MASH. Okay. So, ready for it?
Yep.
Say it.
Down to number 3!
So, we are at Disney movies, because this was before Pixar. So, like, sorry Toy Story, but let's be serious.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being in Toy Story, but we're just saying.
Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, The Lion King, Little Mermaid's my personal favorite. Mulan.
For sure. Did you say Beauty and the Beast?
I did say Beauty
I have
and the Beast.
amnesia. But
So, Disney movies rocked our childhood, basically.
it is so true. They were beautifully written. They had songs. They weren't like really, I mean, they were cheesy, but like they were good, you know?
Yep, and it
Oh.
was Disney hit its peak in the 90s.
I'm
and
pretty
so
sure it did.
We wanted to give a shout out to you.
Pocahontas.
Loved it.
That was a good one. Our countdown brings us to number 2. As you can tell, I am the fabulous Britney Spears today. I mean, look at these pants.
It's about to get real.
Check it out. These are beautiful. Oh yeah, sexy. I'm pretty sure all girl singers in the 90s wore like half shirts. And I'm not quite sure where this originated from, but we'll get to that later in a second. But along with like the Spice Girls and Britney Spears, and I guess you can count Christina Aguilera, although I don't really count Christina Aguilera as a person, we had boy bands. And not One Direction, not The Wanted, whose songs play over and over on the radio and that suck balls. Like, seriously, get over yourselves. We had 98 Degrees, we had Element, Hey Juliet. That song kicked ass. More than any other song has kicked ass ever. Right?
I can't think of a song that kicks more ass.
I mean, and then, not to mention, we had NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. And, like, it wasn't like you could be a fan of both Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. No, it was a full-fledged war. You had to pick someone's side. I mean, a lot of people picked NSYNC because of, like, Justin Timberlake, but, like, they had some really good, strong backup people. Like, J.C. Chasez, who... He's a prick now on America's Best Dance Crew, but by golly, in the 90s, he was the shit.
Yeah.
The shit.
And I think now it's really easy to look back and be like, oh, you know, you'd have to go with NSYNC because of, you know, they had Justin Timberlake. But back then, you didn't know who was going to wind up. Everyone had a thing for Brian on Backstreet Boys. So,
Nick Carter.
Okay, that was mine. I'm not even going to lie.
Who didn't dream of being with both Aaron Carter and Nick Carter at the same time? I mean, not in, like, the sexual way, because we were, like, 7. But, you know what I'm saying. Also, the best dynamic duo ever. Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake.
Power couple.
Cutest gosh darn couple ever. I don't know why they didn't work out, but they should have.
Oh, I know why they didn't work out. That all denim outfit we saw them in. We were looking it up.
Here, it's inserted right here.
That's why they didn't work out.
Probably.
Probably.
But they both love denim so much. I feel like it should have worked out.
In the 90s,
I used to fantasize about Britney Spears being my sister and then marrying Justin Timberlake, and then I was related to both of them, and it was like one of my best childhood fantasies. I realized I was a little unstable, but it happens.
The 90s.
The number one best thing about the 90s is
Nickelodeon! Oh my god!
Yes, the little blimp. That was the coolest thing ever. I mean, Nickelodeon really had its shit together in the 90s. We had Hey Arnold,
Oh my god.
the Rugrats,
Be a
which
long list.
scared me on several occasions. Not to mention that Ren and Stimpy and Rocko's Modern Life are hysterical now as adults. Like,
And the Angry Beavers.
the Angry Beavers was so good as well. I mean, it was just pure gold.
And cartoons aside, not that we say that lightly, game shows on Nickelodeon.
Who didn't want to be on Nickelodeon Guts? Like, that was American Gladiators. That was Gladiators, period. You had to be one tough cookie to be on that show. Those challenges were not, like, for the faint of heart.
I wanted to be on Figure It Out.
They brought that back. And it's stupid. Nickelodeon, just what are you thinking nowadays? Just let it be.
You could
Let the people hold it in their memories as something good.
And of course, the all-time #1 game show.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. They had like some little educational part, but nobody cared about that because that was the only place where the fat kids would do good because all you had to do was answer questions and step down the stairs. But aside from that, they had really cool physical challenges. I mean, the temple run, the temple guards.
Oh, the Temple Guards.
They would have made me crap myself. They would have. That was my goal to be on that show. That was it.
And beyond the which team?
Not the Blue Barracudas. I don't think I've ever seen them win ever, actually. Maybe once. Maybe.
Maybe.